to create, want them to be good citizen. Okay, we get them to do community work, and that's where we have bonding. Okay, we build values. Values is very important. Okay, and the last year, the last 15% who somehow for some reason they are not so able, that's where we want to engage them. Okay, through remedial class. The better student are asked to tutor the not so good student, and it benefits both sides, both the not so good student as well as the better students. The better students, by teaching, they also learn, they strengthen their fundamental, so they become better students in the end. Okay, so these are in broad sense how we have the ability driven program. Okay, so you can see from here some of these pictures of the engagement. Yes. Yes. Very good student, A1 student. I'll give you 2 points. Okay.
The question is that how you separate the student in
after the first exam.
First exam.
After the first exam.
Enrollment.
Before after they came inside. Okay. Now you see the thing is this.
Semester.
After the first semester, correct. After the first semester. Okay? Because some students, when they come in, their result may not be very good. But they like engineering very much. They do very well. But some students who have very good result, but they somehow, doesn't fit the system very well, then they don't do so well. So therefore, at the point of entry may not be the right point to separate them. So the right point to separate them will be after the first semester. Okay?
You see, only for the grade, GPAs.
GPA.
Just GPA.
Yeah. For a start, GPA. But then we don't label them, you are what GPA, no. It's just a very broad category only. And then after that, we also conduct interview. Especially the top tier here, we don't just, you are qualified. We also conduct interview, have dialogue session with them. So we know really they can do it. Okay? We also explain to them, hey, you are doing this extra. Do you think you can cope or not? We explain to them. So by meeting and talking to them, dialogue with them, I do a lot of dialogues, Sometimes overwork, really. I do a lot of dialogues with students, getting their feedback. Okay, so that's where we get the pulse of the students. All right.
So I understand that many students you have variety of students. Some of them the learning curve might be different. Some
okay, it's not okay. It's not like once they classify that means forever they are there. No. Yeah. No. Okay, this is just a very broad category. So every year will be reclassified. Okay, every year will be reclassified. Okay. But then the scholars here, if they are not performing, they also may come down. Okay. So some of these are the comments by the students. They say, oh, my understanding of maths improved. My principle of electronic engineering is now okay. Okay. No? So these are actual comments by the students, not fabricated by us. Okay, so we just captured some of this. Because after the remedial class, we conduct a survey. All right. And then these are some of the tier 2. We want to enable them, okay, through all these various activities. Outing, we even go and do cleaning up of certain parts of Singapore together. Okay. It may not be dealing with engineering per se, but hey, life is not just about engineering, no? You want to engage them. Okay, sometimes we need to talk about something that is real life. Okay, we talk about environment. All right, we talk about ethics. So engineering goes beyond that. Okay. So these are some of the activities. Some of these activities we get the industry to conduct the workshop in Poly. We are tying up very closely with some industry. They conduct the workshop. They sponsor the whole program. Okay. They sponsor the equipment. They conduct how to connect certain parts of the connector by, I'm not sure whether you know this company called Wittmuller. Okay, they are very strong in connectors. Okay, from Germany. So we get them to do all this. There's no assessment. All right. When they finish, they get a very nice certificate, nice T-shirt. The students are very proud of it. So because if everything is all through test, exam, there's no fun. It kills the motivation. All right. So then we have the Diploma Plus. Now, Diploma Plus program are a cluster of usually 3 modules, okay, to prepare them for university. I'm not sure whether you're familiar with the polytechnic education. When we finish, we will go to the university, but we don't go to the university in first year. They get advanced standing to jump to the second year, okay, shorten the university process. So our students who are university potential will prepare them better so that when they go, the moment they step foot in the university, they're already ahead of all the other students. Okay? So we are preparing them for university. And some of these programs here, not just prepare for university, we prepare for some industrial accreditation, like the CCNA. I'm not sure whether you're familiar. Okay? It's some computer network accreditation. We prepare them for some industrial accreditation, like the Red Hat is another accreditation. So there are various types of professional skills we prepare them. So this is done through the Diploma Plus programs. Okay? And by the way, this Diploma Plus program not just limited to within our school of EEE. It is actually applicable across engineering school. Okay? Some of them you can see here, applied psychology also. All right? Sorry. Then of course, individually, if you don't want to get a big dose of advanced diploma, the Diploma Plus program, you can selective take a module here, a module there. Okay? That means you can only take, instead of like a big chunk of pill, this multivitamin, instead of taking multivitamin, you just take maybe vitamin C only this time round. Okay? The next round you take vitamin B. Okay? So instead of taking multivitamin at one go, you just take one by one. This is considered under the advanced modules. Okay? Then we have an APEX program. Okay, the APEX program is quite different. Okay, where the moment it came inside here, we think that this group of students have the potential to go through a slightly different path. Okay, and we slightly design the program such that they do multidisciplinary program with another group of students. Okay, we have started two programs. Okay, one is the electrical electronic and the mechanical engineering. They come together for one APEX program. And we have started another program for the aerospace electronics with the aeronautical engineering. They do another special program. Okay? So after the first semester, they will be branching out and they have certain touch points when they come together. Okay? They have touch points. They do joint multidisciplinary project. Okay? This afternoon, I will show you one of them. Okay? So this is... When students go through this APEX program, we will bless them with a lot of facilities. Special classroom, more chance to go overseas, okay? More scholarships. So a lot of so-called advantages for them so that their potential is maximized. Okay? So this 5+1 program, okay, are program which allow them to do multidisciplinary projects. Okay? Multidisciplinary project is also one of those things that the CDIO also recommended, where they are capstone project. But this capstone will be a bigger capstone project where they learn to integrate knowledge from different modules, different courses. Okay? So that is spread over the +1 here. Normally, students have 6 semesters. So we try to push everything to complete in 5 semesters and leaving 1 semester for them just do one big multidisciplinary project. Okay? So that is more glamorous. Okay? So this particular chart was shown to you by Herlin just now. Okay? So basically our objective is to prepare students to be life ready, okay, ready for whatever incident, lifelong learning, right? Somebody was talking about lifelong learning. So to be work ready, to be ready for the industry, to be ready for the world. When they go outside to Singapore, it's a very small place, just a red dot in the whole map. They will be going out of Singapore. So to be ready to work in the whole world. Okay? And the whole objective is to ensure that our students have a good grounding on their fundamental, the T-shaped graduate, and a good broad-based education. Okay? So that they are skillful, not just on their competency, the core competency domain, but also in the communication skills, ability to work in teams. Alright? So these are the few things that we want. Alright, and of course through the CDIO framework. Alright, so we have in the integrated curriculum, we have project-based learning, we have case-based learning, and then we have comm skill and teamwork strengthening, and then we have active learning, okay, built into the program. Then we have ability-driven education, we have APEX program 5+1 advanced module. So all this comes into play to support the desired graduate attributes. Okay, so next I will also give you a glimpse. Now, we cannot do this alone. The whole thing must change, okay, including the social space and the labs, workspace, which is also one of the standards in CDIO. All right. So we have to change, and this is a mural, very big mural we built onto the corridor. Okay. I just captured some of them. This is a big wall. This wall is as big as this size. Okay, half of this wall. So we put it in the corridor so that students constantly, when they walk past it, they're reminded CDIO. What does it mean? So when people ask you, what is CDIO? Or conceive design. So it is slowly, this message is slowly, subliminally being planted into the minds of every student. Okay? So this is on the corridor. Okay? And then beyond that, in the learning space, we also have to change the way in which the students learn. We cannot have students arranged in rows like this. This will not promote teamwork. Okay? How to promote teamwork in this setting? All right? So the whole lab space, the learning space must be changed. And that is what Linda will be covering later on. Okay? I think tomorrow. Later, is it? Later on, she will be touching on some of the recommended learning space you can emulate from. Okay? And we also, beyond that, we also bring students to the zoo. Okay, Singapore Zoo, I don't know how many have been to Singapore Zoo. Okay, we bring them to the zoo for what? Not for recreation. Okay, to observe the animals. And when they come back, they do a reflection on the cheetah, the dinosaur, the giraffe, the tiger. Okay, how do they move? What is the strength of this? How do the frog move? How do the frog jump and land, and yet without breaking their limbs? And then they study the animals, the mechanics of it, and then they come back and build the robot using the Bioloid robot, okay? Program it to the animal that they have chosen. Okay? So this is to interest them in engineering. Therefore we say we want to turn engineering alive. Okay? I mean, we cannot do it within our own imagination. We bring them out to observe and come back and reflect, and then they debate and make the whole learning process active. Okay, this is done through one of the Apex program. Okay. So just to give a very quick glimpse. Okay, I don't have the time to touch on every course. Okay, now just very quickly. Now the purpose of me showing you this diploma is just to tell you the structure only. Okay, the diploma in electrical electronic engineering, the objective is to produce computer technology, and in the field of electrical electronic, it's a very big field. Okay, ranging from aerospace to biomedical to power to control to computer engineering, communication, telecommunication to microelectronics, from small current to big current. It's very big. How to prepare a student to be good in every one of them? Not possible. Just not possible. Okay? So one way in the past, what we did was, okay, we have one curriculum, everybody go through it. One size fits all. Do you think the student like it? You go to Pizza Hut today, you also want to select what you want to choose, right? If the Pizza Hut says, everybody come inside, only on one menu, you think you'll go to Pizza Hut? Nobody will go to Pizza Hut. So therefore, the way in which we design curriculum must be such that we offer choices. So offering choices is very important. If there's no choice, no autonomy, all right, student will be turned off. So therefore, the curriculum is designed such that it offers them choices. The more the choice, the better. Okay? So this is one thing we learned, okay, over the years. Then, not only one choice, no? Last time we started off by asking students just one choice. One choice not good enough. You choose two. You specialize in two areas instead of one. So, then they will have to choose. Okay, when they come inside here, after they finish a common fundamental, they go to second year. But before they choose the second year, we tell them, okay, what do you want in the final year? In the final year, let's say you have decided to go to one of them, then you see the color-coded what you should take up in the second year. So that's how we guide the students in the selection of the second year. Yes?
In terms of the staff, like if some area that nobody chooses, what would they do?
Okay, good question. Question is, what if nobody chooses a particular option? Close it. If really that is the case. But number one, you can have so many options if you have sufficient students. That's number one. You cannot have, at the end of the day, you also have to look at your resources. Okay? So we have to tailor the number of courses to the number of students that you have, and you must make sure that it is practical. Okay? Number two, you must also make sure that the option is popular. If every semester, every year that course, that particular option that we have is not popular, no point offering that. Okay? So therefore, the person who is in charge of one of these, we have a talk, and the program manager overseeing that one, they will give promotion talk, why they should choose that particular option, what they learn, what the industry needs. So it's like a mini enrollment exercise. Okay? And therefore, every year, students have to attend all these promotion, so-called promotion talk. Okay? And so far, every year, we are able to run. Of course, before we start any option, we also conduct survey. Do you think they want to, like for instance, this one. This is a very new one, rapid transit technology. We are going to start it next year. So before we start any option, we will conduct a survey among the existing students. Okay, do you think that you want to apply for this? So we get roughly a feel of it first. Okay. Now this rapid transit technology is a new one where we work very closely with Singapore SMRT. Okay. We're going to announce it next month. A joint MOU will be announced very soon. Okay. Because Singapore, the MRT system is expanding so big and wide. It's almost within 100 or 200 meters, you probably will see one station soon. Okay, when everything is up in 2020, that is how close you are to the next MRT station. So we are working very, very closely with them, and the students go to the MRT there for internship. Okay, so they either work at night or whatever. So they actually work hands-on. Okay, so there are certain programs we are working with very closely with them.
Do you have minimum number for the student for each?
Yes, of course. We do have minimum about 13 to 15. 13 to 15.
So if less than 10?
Less than 10 we will not run. Yeah. Partly also when the number is so few, what if they fail? One of them fail, then how? Okay, then you have problem in catering, like tuition classes just for one student. Not possible. All right. So therefore, we have to look at the logistics as well. Okay. So if you look at the curriculum, you can see from here. All right. Over here we have one big stand. We have the fundamental modules here, but when we redesign the whole curriculum to follow the CDIO framework, we ensure that every semester there is a capstone module where the student will learn how to integrate the knowledge learned from the others. Okay, so from first year you have introduction to engineering. This afternoon I will show you a little bit about what we do in introduction to engineering, so that the students know what is it about. Okay, so this whole thing is all project based, and this is a part where they do a lot of design build, and they also learn to integrate the modules across from the other modules back to this particular band, so that it's continuous. From the first year, they start learning something, a project which is easier, with proper scaffolding, and hopefully also to entice them about the world of engineering. Okay, we want them to be motivated to find a purpose in learning engineering. Okay, that to me is in fact, the most important module here. If we lose them the first year, we lose them in second year, we lose them in third year already. So the first year introduction to engineering is very important. We must be able to capture. Some of you will say, our students come here, because they just come here and learn, and then after that we go outside, don't know what they're doing. All right. Some of them may become insurance agent or whatever, housing agent. That's not what we want. Okay. The moment they come inside here, we want them to be interested and get rooted into engineering when they graduate. So we want them to believe in engineering, live and breathe engineering. All right. That is what our objective. Okay. So introduction to engineering is very important. So the first year, the skill, the difficulty of engineering projects is a little bit easier, so that it's manageable. Just like Goldilocks, You all read about the Goldilocks story? No? One of those small kids, when they go inside, okay, the chair, this is too big, this is too small, this is just right. And then when they want to eat, this is too hot, this is not too hot, this is just right. So whatever he does, we follow, we try to, ensure that everything is just right for them, so that it is acceptable to them, okay, and it's fun, it's exciting, Okay, and some of these exciting things is also made to believe to be exciting.